Good morning. Welcome to Keep This in Mind, brought to you by SpechtHealth.com. I am David A. Specht. Okay, let me preface this a little bit because the title may throw you all off. What do you care about a website? What do you care about online presence? I mean, isn't this about my health? Isn't this about personal development? Yes, but it all matters. So, first off, let me give you a little background. I've been developing websites for our company since the early 90s. Like back in the scroll everything days, back in the World Wide Web. That was what www stood for. Now, I'm not a coder when you think of like the ones and zeros and the dots and all the things, okay? I'm not a programmer, but I have been really involved in developing good sites and bad sites. And so it kind of plays into the editor in me. I don't know if you know anything about editors or anybody who edits copy. Maybe if you're a teacher, you'll get this. When you drive down the road and you see a sign and something is either grammatically incorrect or they have the N spelled wrong because the little slash across the N, and it just grates on you. Yeah, that's how I feel about bad websites. And so I've been, like I said, in the game for a long time. And it is easier today than it ever has been to develop a good website. At least I believe so. And so as I look around me, and this is I'm putting myself out there. So this is kind of where I'm at. I've been asking people to critique my personal website, davidaspecht.com and spechthealth.com. Why? Because this is your calling card. This is your business card on the internet. You hang out in Facebook land. You hang out in Instagram land. You hang out in Twitter land, LinkedIn land, wherever you're hanging out. That's where we have connected. But when it comes to stalking time, and you know you do it, you go to their website, especially if there's one on their business card or if there's a link on their social media account. You go to that thing. 9 times out of 10, it's with one of these, and you formulate an opinion about their professionalism, about their ability to be an expert in what they've now told you is their thing. And so many times I have done this stalking, and people have just this lousy, thrown together, free service of the month website. Maybe their events tab doesn't go anywhere. Maybe their font choices are not pleasing. Maybe they don't even take into account the difference between the mobile view, your phone, versus the desktop view, your computer, and how that interacts. It's one thing that I came across when I was redesigning a little bit the last week of a website for our printing company, Webster Printing in Minden, Louisiana. The website had not been updated since 2016 when I originally did it. And it was not very mobile friendly. Now in 2016, the percentage of people who were still using a computer versus the phone to access a site like that was still pretty heavy desktop. So it didn't really matter. But man, when you started shrinking the width of that screen, things got so out of kilter, you couldn't navigate anywhere. And that told me, it's like, David, you've got to really make this site a little more mobile friendly. So and you're just like, okay, why do I care? Because it's your presence. You see, people can't put their finger on it, but when you do a lousy job of design, people assign a level of professionalism to design. They don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel professional. It's kind of like how people equate overweight, obesity with laziness. You've seen it. If you see an overweight person, your immediate brain clicks into, there's a problem there. It's not fair. It's not right. It may have absolutely nothing to do with the truth, but the perception is their reality. And so in the same vein, the perception of your website, your online persona, your online presence, if you have a company, even if you have a personal brand, really does matter, because we are in the perception business. We do make judgments. Sorry, you do. And so I want to just encourage you. Number one, check out my sites, davidaspecht.com, spechthealth.com, websterprinting.net, Press Herald with a hyphen, press-herald.com, bizmagsb.com, bozierpress.com, and send me your feedback. Go in the comments on this particular post and say, David, it looks like garbage. You when I pull it up, it looks like this. I need to know, because this is our online persona. And if you have questions about these types of things, reach out to me. There's a contact form, or there should be. If there's not, let's address that problem. But there's a contact form at spechthealth.com. There should be a contact form. I'm 99% sure there's a contact form at davidaspecht.com. Let's talk about this. Say, hey, David, can you help me? And I'm going to tell you, yes, I can. We may have to put in some parameters. We may have to put in some boundaries. But yeah, it's too important. It is very, very important for you to really dive into what you need to dive into when it comes to your online presence. Look, we're becoming a more and more online world. I mean, your time on these things is ridiculous. You're scrolling, you're TikToking, you're doing all the things all the time. Don't you want to put your best foot forward? Don't you want to be the best that you can be? It starts with evaluating your online presence. It's just like if somebody walked into your house and they've never been there before, what do they see? If they've walked into your business and they've never been there before, what do they see? The same is true with your online presence. It's just another storefront. It's just another welcome mat to your home. It's a peek into your world. Don't you want to put your best foot forward? I believe you do, because again, perception is reality in most cases, in the eyes of the beholder, and you want to have a wonderful first impression. God bless.